hip thrusts. We are gonna do hip thrusts. I have a chair here. We're gonna walk through a couple variations. I'm gonna start with a band around my knees. And then what you're gonna do here is you're gonna elevate your back, your upper back, up on the chair here, okay? You can do this on a couch, an ottoman, a bench, whatever you have. Goal here is we're working the glutes, keeping your rib cage and your pelvis kind of stacked. So I don't want you flared here, or I don't want you tucked under, okay? Everything should be in line. So you're gonna drop your butt down towards the floor, and you're gonna squeeze up just to neutral. The biggest mistake I see here is people come up like this. They arch their low back, they just get a lot of tension through the front of the thigh. So we wanna keep everything neutral. So you're coming up, squeezing those glutes, keeping tension on the band, just to that neutral, and back down. Tightening the glutes on the way up. I really feel my glutes here. My core is engaged because I'm keeping my rib cage down. It's not flared, my lower back's not arching. I'm only going as high as I can keep that proper form, okay? Rather you be able to do this properly than do a ton of repetitions with bad form. So you should really feel your glutes fire up here. And if you're using a band, keep that tension on the band. So again, no arching at the top. You should feel your glutes working. There, you can also, another variation, because I've got my ball here, is squeeze a ball. This engages your inner thighs, which can help engage your pelvic floor a little bit more as well. So you're gonna come back up and do a couple reps here. Inhale down, exhale, come up. Again, only coming up to a neutral spine position so that I'm not arching my low back and I'm keeping my core engaged. Really driving the weight through my whole foot, okay? Kind of pushing my knees, driving my knees over my toes to really engage those glutes. Again, not arching, not tucking. I'm doing more of a hinge. Butt comes down, lifts straight back up, hinging from my hips to work those glutes. So this is a great exercise to get those glutes fired up. You can play around with the band around the knees or above the knees, or a ball to squeeze. Play around with the breathing, see what feels best for you. I typically, for most people, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, exhale on the hard part. Is best, but in some cases we need to do a reverse breathing pattern where you would actually inhale on the hard part. So if you're someone who has pelvic floor tightness and you know your pelvic floor is tight or has increased tension, then you might want to play around with that reverse breathing pattern where actually on the hard part when you're lifting your butt up, tightening your glutes, you would inhale. So chat with me if you have more questions about that, but we definitely want to make sure that we're breathing throughout the exercise. Don't hold your breath. That's the biggest thing.